Hello, welcome to Not Boring English. Today I will tell a story called Lost and Found in the City for A1, A2 learners. If the words are fast, you can slow the video with playback speed. Lost and Found in the City. I arrived in the city on a bright morning. I had one small bag and a map in my pocket. I felt happy and nervous. The city was new to me. I wanted to see the tall buildings and the busy streets. I walked from the bus stop. I looked at the map. I thought I knew the way. The sun was warm. People walked fast. I listened to music in my headphones. I smiled. I saw a market with colorful fruits. I stopped. I wanted a drink. I bought an orange juice. The juice was cold and sweet. I walked again. After a while, I looked at my phone. The battery was low. The map on the phone closed. I tried to open it, but the phone turned off. I felt a small worry. I put the phone in my bag. I looked at the street names. They did not look like the names on my paper map. I felt lost. I walked slowly. Cars and buses moved around me. I saw tall trees in the park. I thought I could go back to the bus stop. I turned the corner. The street looked different. I checked my paper map again. I could not find my hostel. I asked a woman, "Excuse me, do you know where Main Street is?" She shook her head. She spoke another language. I smiled and said, "Thank you." I felt alone. I kept walking. I tried to remember the way I came. I saw a small coffee shop. The sign said, Cafe Luna. I went inside. The room was warm. The barista smiled at me. He was kind. I sat at a table. I drank tea and looked at my map. I tried to read the street names. I felt tired. A man at the next table looked at my paper map. He pointed at the map and said, "Are you lost?" I said, "Yes." He asked, "Where is your hostel?" I showed him the name. He knew the area. He said, "I can help." His name was Mark. Mark spoke slow English. He had a map on his phone. He turned on his phone. He said, "Your hostel is 3 streets from here." I felt happy. I thanked him. He said, "Do you want me to walk with you?" I said, "Yes, please." We left the cafe together. The street was busy. We walked and talked. Mark asked, "Are you traveling alone?" I said, "Yes. I came for work and a little vacation." He smiled. He told me small things about the city. He showed me simple places on his phone. We walked and crossed a small bridge. I saw children playing near the water. I saw a red bike left on a fence. I felt calm. Mark pointed to a street and said, "Turn left here." I took a deep breath. I walked with Mark. He stayed close and pointed to the hostel sign. I saw my hostel at the end of the street. I felt relief. I thanked Mark again. He said, "No problem." He smiled and waved goodbye. I went into the hostel. The woman at the front desk knew me. She had my reservation. I said, "Thank you." I put my bag on the bed. I sat on the bed and thought about the day. I was safe now. I felt proud. I learned small things that helped me. I learned to keep my phone charged. I learned to carry a paper map and a pen. I learned a simple sentence. Excuse me. Can you help me? I am lost. I practiced the sentence in my head. I felt stronger. The next day, I walked again. I used my new sentence. I said, "Excuse me, can you help me?" to a shop owner. He smiled and pointed the way. I found my way to a museum. I looked at art and listened to the guide. I spoke with other travelers. I felt more sure. On the third day, I went to the cafe near the bridge. I wanted to thank the barista. I also wanted to look for Mark. I asked the barista, "Do you know a man named Mark?" The barista thought and said, "Yes, he comes here. He likes the window seat." I sat at the window seat and waited. Mark came in with a small bag. He saw me and waved. He sat down. We talked and drank coffee. He said, "I am happy you found your hostel." I said, "I am happy too. Thank you for helping me." He said, "It is good to help people." I smiled. We walked by the river. We talked about small things. He liked photography. I liked reading. We took photos of the old bridge. I took photos of the flowers. We laughed. I felt a new friendship. A week later, I left the city. At the bus station, I felt a little sad. I had new memories. I had new words. I had a small book of addresses and phone numbers in my bag. I had a map with notes. I had the sentence that helped me most. Excuse me, can you help me? I am lost. On the bus, I looked out of the window. The city moved behind me. I thought about the day I lost my way. I thought about the woman who could not help. I thought about the barista and Mark. I thought about the small things that made the city safe. I felt thankful. Now, when I travel, I keep a small list. I write the hostel name in big letters. I charge my phone in the morning. I keep a paper map in my bag. I keep the phrase, "Excuse me, can you help me? I am lost," ready in my head. I tell this to other travelers. The city can be big and noisy. The city can feel strange, but people can be kind. A smile, a map, and a helpful friend can make any city feel like home. I learned to ask for help. I learned to be brave and calm. That is my small story of being lost and found in the city. If you travel, remember, it is okay to be lost. It is okay to ask. A kind person may come. A friendly smile can change your day. Be calm. Say, "Excuse me, can you help me? I am lost." You will find your way. Comprehension. Questions now. I will ask a few simple questions about the story to check your understanding. 1. Where did I buy a drink when I first felt lost? 2. Who helped me find my hostel? 3. What sentence did I learn to say when I was lost? Write your answers in the comments to practice writing in English. Thank you for watching Not Boring English. Which city would you like to visit? And what would you ask if you were lost? Please write your answer in the comments and subscribe for more stories.